This is the building right here behind me that supposedly houses 81 hospice and healthcare companies.
Oh, sir, I don't have to answer your question. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm just asking.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available.
It's a Google number.
Message after the tone.
This isn't healthcare. This is an ATM robbing taxpayer dollars.
It's open, so let's go. Hello?
Here we are.
911 for the city of Los Angeles.
You're threatening to assault me while you have the police on? I'm Christian Hartsock with the California Courier. I'm here with Assemblywoman Alexandra Macedo, represents Tulare up in the San Joaquin Valley. You and I kind of went on a similar adventure separately in the city of Van Nuys in North Hollywood, or just Van Nuys?
Both.
Both, okay. And there is an alarmingly high number of these very mysterious hospices and home healthcare facilities, or so they're called. And there appear to be hundreds of these facilities within a couple of blocks of each other. Tell us what your experience was.
I started investigating why we're spending historic numbers on healthcare in the state of California, but we're not seeing results as far as quality of healthcare or the services provided. I started trying to figure out, okay, well, who oversees what and what exactly information is publicly available? So I actually went to the Department of Health and Human Services website, and they have a manifest of all the hospices and home healthcare companies in the state of California. And so I downloaded all that data. Well, then I found hotspots of hundreds of hospices all registered to one address. And then right up the road, another 100 or so, and maybe 20 or so up the road. Then I went and visited because I thought, how strange, I've got to see what this looks like. And I showed up, and it's a kind of dilapidated building. There's an empty vacant lot next to it. There was a rooftop lounge with string lights. So then I started calling.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. The number you dialed has been changed, disconnected, or is no longer in service. Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as...
The Google subscriber you have called is not available.
It's a Google
Please
number.
leave a message after the tone.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. The number you dialed has been changed.
We could not complete your call. Please try again.
Well, this is not an operating hospice.
Sorry, what?
I don't have to explain you. We're not an operating hospice.
Okay,
Go Google it.
where do I start?
Oh, sir, I don't have to answer your question. Thank
No,
you very much.
Well, I'm just asking.
As of 2026, in order to be in compliance, they have to have open business hours and a working phone number.
The really interesting part for me was when I went to go and visit these buildings, one in particular, there was no handicap parking. There was no ramps for wheelchairs. These buildings are technically illegal in the state of California because they're not ADA compliant. And then I'm thinking, okay, you have elderly people probably, right, coming for home health or hospice care, or they're coming to look for one.
So here's the front of the building. Pretty much all of the entrances are not ADA compliant. There's no ramps. If you have hospice patients that are likely in wheelchairs, wouldn't you think that they would have handicap accessibility? So I came around the back of the building because there's only two entrances. Technically, I guess a wheelchair could get here, but if you look, there's no handicap parking. No handicap parking. This building is not ADA compliant, but it's supposedly a hospice and home health care facility.
I went to those buildings during business hours. A number of them had notes that said on the door, "We have stepped out to lunch." And it was like 4 o'clock. And then one of them had a professionally laminated sign sealed to the door announcing that they had stepped out to lunch. Printed sign, "Closed for lunch. We will return shortly." It seems to be a pretty permanent looking, it's not just a sticky note. It does not seem like a temporary tag you just put on a door to say out to lunch.
Well, it wasn't just the out to lunch. I saw working remote due to COVID exposures. I saw lots of an emergency, I'll be back in 15 minutes. I actually went multiple times to these buildings and the signs were never changed or moved.
It says out to lunch. Okay. Well, I take it that they are still out to lunch. Maybe they're all out to lunch together. Great Life Hospice, okay. Is it a whole lunch outing amongst healthcare competitors? Hi,
No, this don't hospice. I don't.
this is not hospice? Okay, well, what kind of health do you provide here?
I'm sorry, you can't come.
But it says 9 to 5. Hello? It's open, so let's go in. I'm documenting this for my grandma because I'm trying to enroll her in healthcare. Oh, I'm not soliciting. I'm so convenient. Every possible healthcare need you could possibly need all in one building on one floor. Hi, could you help me with something? I'm trying so hard to get her some healthcare and no one will talk to me in this building.
In one of the buildings was an auto body repair shop. Now, I'd never seen an auto body repair shop on the second floor of an office building, so I decided to knock on the door and see what they thought of the dozens of hospice offices surrounding theirs. But when I started asking the guy questions, it escalated pretty quickly.
Why are you taking picture? Why are you asking some questions?
Because I'm curious what's going on. There's so many healthcare offices here and hospice offices.
Did you see any healthcare offices?
Yes, yeah, I see dozens. Have I done anything illegal?
No, hold on, hear me out.
911 for the city of Los Angeles.
I don't know who
You're
are.
calling. You're calling the police.
Yes.
So
Yes, ma'am. Some person coming to building and he asking some questions: who you are, why you are here, you know what kind of business you're doing. I want to know who is this person.
Let me get you over to a police operator. Hold on.
Yes, please.
you could have just asked me to leave. You're threatening to assault me while you have the police on. Now you are assaulting.
Oh, hold on.
Now you are
Why
assaulting.
you taking my picture? You know why you come in my strip?
You should not have the police on the line while you're assaulting me. Well, that was very interesting. The only responsive business, at least, was that gentleman who got all up in my face for recording.
And that's what's really frustrating.